Hello all our dear listeners, and welcome to the webinar What Makes Software Development Projects Unsuccessful, hosted by QATestLab. Thanks for joining us today. QATestLab continues a series of live webinars dedicated to QA and testing. We are analyzing and tricky cases on real projects and sharing with our own experience. We will try to prepare the most helpful and interesting topics for you to understand nuances of software testing and avoid any pitfalls. If you have any suggestions about the webinar topics, please write to marketing@QATestlab.com. Today I will be a speaker. My name is Ivanna Kyryk and I am a program manager in QATestLab. Software development companies strive to create a product that will meet all customers' requirements as well as end users' expectations. A low-quality product will not attract users, customers, and business partners. Besides that, software delivery should be fast, as every market segment is represented with a large number of customers that are trying to develop indeterminate solution. So, current market competition makes time and quality critical for business growth. A product success depends on a number of different parameters, and the specifics of software development stage determines the future of product. The matter is that the creation and delivery of software entails the work of various teams that specialize in a certain field. For example, marketing department provides the review and analysis of target market and users. Designers are responsible for graphic user interface of software. Developers are implementing the idea of software into life. QA department ensures the proper realization of expected system capacities and features. Every team has the competence and means to fulfill the assigned tasks. But when you apply for software development services, you expect to get the product ready for market release. Of course, software vendors have internal QA departments that verify the quality of development product. But testing is not their main activity. So, software development companies run several risks connected with quality assurance. For example, they may prepare wrong estimates of testing scope, require testing equipment, and so on. Why does this happen? Probably because of the lack of experience. All testers may rely on the competence of development team and perform peripheral testing. Reasons can be diverse. It is impossible to write a bug-free code, especially in case of a complex system that currently every user requires. A good code should not contain severe and easy to detect issues. Testing is called to discover bugs and ensure a positive user experience. But in the majority of cases, a software project has a fixed release date that cannot be changed. And software vendor has to shortcut some activities to accomplish the project on time. Unfortunately, testing activities are reduced. As a result, serious bugs can be missed. Thus, a poor quality causes the failure of software. Some software development companies inform a customer about the delay and emphasize of the importance of a full testing process. So, on the basis of general agreement, the release date is moved up, and both sides are sure that the software is totally ready for release. However, some software vendors don't inform a customer about difficulties and tight time frames and provide the code that from the first side is working and fully tested. But after its release or integration with third-party software, the product malfunctions and a large number of errors appears. The result of every software development procedure is a product of high quality. But not all software vendors focus on the result, and surely it affects their reputation. The quality of product provided by a software vendor may suffer because of several reasons. Some reasons they are a full omission of testing stage. Currently, this happens rather rarely as every company fully realizes the importance of software quality, especially in current market solutions. Next reason is, as it was mentioned before, a vendor can provide wrong testing estimates. Third reason, it's tight time frames cause peripheral quality evaluation with limited test coverage. Next reason is internal QA team doesn't necessarily provide objective and full testing. Further, I tell why. And next reason is acceptance testing is usually omitted before software release. Also, some software vendors don't provide the support of ready product after its release. How I'll tell you about each of them mentioned reasons in the more detail. Not every software vendor thinks about further operations over a ready software, as the product can be integrated with other software or implemented in other environments. This situation should be discussed and taken into account even before the development process starts. Also, code integration can trigger the appearance of new bugs that can block the whole system functionality. Despite that, some software development companies may not even include testing stage into the software lifecycle. For example, they omit QA activities because they don't have required test infrastructure to ensure a complex quality verification. Testers' competence may also affect the efficiency of testing. For example, the absence of test automation engineers in case of automation required. In the majority of cases, time is the number one reason to omit testing. When developers haven't enough time to finish the code, who will take care about testing? The preparation of correct estimates requires much experience. Testing has quite different priorities and own specifics. Software vendors run a risk of preparing wrong test estimates, and as a result, they either provide a limited test coverage or conduct testing in a rush, missing software bugs. It may be rather challenging to predict all the testing means required for detailed quality verification. All tools, devices, frameworks, and even the number of testers should be specified. The same with testing scope. Only large experience of testing similar software types will help to include all necessary testing activities into the estimates. As I have mentioned before, software vendors may provide a limited test coverage. In my practice, I've faced the situation when a startup applied to a software development company to create a mobile application. The software vendor prepared an excellent bug-free code that operated according to all the requirements. The customer was fully satisfied with the ready part of software and didn't check further code productly by the vendor. They were sure of the quality of the code, but later they found out that the software was full of bugs, and the vendor offered the startup testing services on additional price. Of course, the majority of companies take care about their reputation and try to provide the services of best possible quality, but one never knows what to expect. And even if a software vendor has its own internal QA team, that doesn't necessarily mean that after testing the software quality will be high. When a QA team is constantly work on one software, uh, all the members get used to system features and behavior, and they may provide, beside quality evaluation, omitting issues. A fresh view always helps to detect the bugs that were unnoticeable before. Besides that, even internal QA department runs a risk to prepare wrong estimate for testing activities. One more important thing that guarantees a high quality of developer software is acceptance testing. Its main objective is to make sure that a developer software meets all the determined acceptance criteria and operated according to all the requirements. Acceptance testing makes sure that software is ready for release. A customer should apply at least for acceptance testing that can show whether a software is ready to be introduced to the end users. But nevertheless, actions of end users can cause the appearance of new bugs that were not detected before. And users are very demanding, and when people face a bug, they will tell everybody about the leaving negative comments in Play Market or at different forums. But not every issue not noticed by an end users is really a software bug. And sometimes the user's scenarios are rather completed to reproduce the bug. Post-release testing is called to solve these problems. As software vendors are focusing on providing the working code of high quality, they are mainly focused on development process. But it's impossible to predict all potential risks and difficulties at the system design and realization stages. So, bugs of various severity can appear. That's why every development procedure should be followed with precise and well-planned testing. Testing makes assurance double sure. So that's all information for me. I noticed some questions during the webinar, and we still have a couple of minutes to answer this question. The first question was 1 minute. The question from Stan. Is testing the only thing that can save the project? I mean, a good project manager should consider all the risks and prepare correspondent estimates. That's true, but not every manager is fully aware of the specifics of testing activities. Besides, the level of his experience also influences on the final result of the project. And we conduct this webinar to show that it's impossible to predict everything, and we can at least to try. Thanks, Dan. And one more question. To check the code quality, we can use unit tests. Oh, yes, but we cannot complete unit test with not complete. We cannot compare unit tests with manual testing. There are two different things, and it's better to apply both until and better to use unit tests and manual testing. Unit tests verify only code. They don't check user's experience and usability. These are also of importance for end users. Maybe you apply both unit tests and manual testing. Okay, thank you for your time. And maybe that's all questions for now. If you have any questions left, please contact us using the contact details on the slide, and we will answer them soon. Thank you all again, and have a wonderful day or evening. Thank you. Bye bye.